you how to knock out a light. I'm the second one of the impacts, the third of the strikes. I'm the resurrection you needed here to bring you to life. I'm the reason you came to see this, so you better get hyped. And I'm punching you with a hurricane, grabbing a knife. And I'm cracking you with a pipe till you crumple and slice. And I'm snapping your neck, shoulder checks, beat you to death. You waking up with my psycho power crushing your chest. I'm the new era, a new age. I slay prey with dash straights and 3 blades. The day Dido bodied you on the big stage was important to you, but for him,
it was Tuesday.
You think I'm scared of you punks? Your rear was jump. I see you, all you doing is jump. I'm the reason you run. You should have given me your entry fee. You buying me lunch. I came here to be the best. You ain't taking me, son. 2,000 people in it. I'm a strict 2001. I came to stare them in the faces when they tell me I'm wrong. Hit them with jump strong. Next to sharper, you get it gone. The signs of a fireball, something to inspire y'all. Starting small, I came here to evolution to evolve. I'm a nation at its prime. Masterpiece, the greatest time. Super Street Fighter 4. It's about damn time. I'm the new era, a new age. I slay prey with dash straights and 3 blades. The day Dido bodied you on the big stage was important to you, but for him.
Hey everybody, Mr. The Fanboy here. This is my review of sorry, having problems with my camera. This is my review of Bellator, what was it again? Yeah, Bellator 185. I just checked Wikipedia to make sure. This is my review rant on Bellator 185 because I was really disappointed with the main event of this show. Every fight, this show was an okay show from Bellator. I can't wait for next month's show. But this right here was an okay show from Bellator. Not as good as I hoped it would be, but it was watchable. You had the opening fight between two female fighters. Oh yeah, Lisa Blade versus Anna Juliton. The Lisa person defeated Anna by split decision in a pretty good fight to start the show. Nothing special, but it was a pretty good fight to start the show. Ryan Quinn defeated Marcus Shurin in another decent fight. This was the first male fight, first fight from the men's lightweight division for the night, and this fight was pretty good too. Only thing noteworthy about this fight was there was one moment in one of the rounds where the Marcus Shurin guy had the Ryan Quinn guy in a submission hold, and the Ryan Quinn guy, for a brief moment, looked like he tapped, but the referee didn't respond to it, which is kind of funny because the Ryan Quinn guy would later win this match unanimous decision. But that was something that was funny about this match. Next match was Christina Williams defeating Heather Hardy. This right here was match of the night, man. The Christina Williams, as soon as the bell rung, I was immediately a fan of hers. Of course, she was debuting against the Heather Hardy. The Christina Williams woman was debuting against the Heather Hardy woman, but as soon as the bell rang, I was immediately a fan. Off the bat, this woman came out with a back roundhouse kick, and then followed up with another high kick, then a punch kick combo, and this fight was explosive. Probably fight of the night. This fight ended with TKO in the second round, where the Christina woman gave Heather a brutal kick to the shin area. The Heather woman tried to fight, but that was too brutal of a kick. Hats off to Heather for still trying to fight after that, but they had to stop it. Awesome fight. I can't wait to see more of this Christina woman. I didn't care much for the next fight. This was another this was Nini Gracie defeating Zach Busia. I don't know why I thought this was a woman fight, but Yeah, the Gracie guy defeated the Zach Busia guy by submission in round 2. Didn't care. I want to see the main event. G- the newly signed kickboxer Gagar Mosai taking on Alexander Shlemiko. Let me tell you, after this fight, I have a huge. I never watched Gagar Mosasi when he was in the Glory or the K1. I never watched him there, but I can tell you after this watching this fight right here, I already have a newfound hatred for this guy because not only did he surprisingly defeat my man Alexander Shlemiko by submission, I mean not by submission, but by unanimous decision. This guy made the fight incredibly boring. You had Alexander. Sorry about that. Kind of sick today. You had Alexander Shlemiko coming out of nowhere, coming out of immediately starting to fight stand up, coming out of nowhere, already unloading combinations on the Garat Masai guy. The Garat Masai guy, he's gonna slow down the fight by immediately going for a wrestling double leg takedown. Well, you don't have to do that. You're supposed to be a kickboxer. Stand and fight. Stand and fight. You don't use your wrestling in an MMA fight to defend against the other guy who may be a wrestler or a grappler. Grappler. But this guy made the fight even more boring by spending most of the time on the ground. And okay, maybe I'm biased, but I felt Shlemiko should have won this fight. He when they were standing up, he was kicking butt, and this Gagard guy wins by unanimous decision. I was immediately disappointed. That right there probably killed the entire show for me. This show was for the most part an okay show up to this point. Up to the main event. This was an okay show up until the main event, man. That decision right there ruined it. Gagar Masawi next to Melvin Gouliard is probably one of the only. Oh yeah, Rampage Jackson are 3 of the fighters who are in Bellator I can't stand. These are 3 fighters in Bellator I can't stand, man. I hate Gagar Masawi after tonight's performance, man. And this performance earned him a victory. Well, this was Bellator 185. I've been enjoying Bellator. The last show they had on, I didn't feel like reviewing it, but Bellator, what was it? Bellator 184. Bellator 183. That was the last show they had. Bellator 183. I didn't watch 84. 183 was awesome. But this was an okay show. But I can't wait to that November 3rd show between the new champion Bader and Vassell, which also features the return of my man Phil Davis, who I kind of stopped watching Bellator when Davis lost his belt to Bader. But yeah, I don't care who wins the Bader-Vassell fight because whoever it is, I want either Davis or King Mo to dethrone him and become the new champion. Well, sorry, getting sick, people. Sorry about that. Nose runny. This was my review of Bellator 185. I'm going to be doing a big MMA video next, giving my thoughts on the current state of MMA and my thoughts on the upcoming events. Alright. I'm done for now, people.
It was Tuesday.
You think I'm scared of you punks? You really was jump. I see you, all you doing is jump. I'm the reason you run. You should have given me your entry fee. You buying me lunch. I came here to be the best. You ain't taking me, son. 2,000 people in I'm a script 2001. I came to stare them in the faces when they tell me I'm wrong. Hit them with jump strong. Let you show as you can ignore. The signs of a fireball, something to inspire y'all. Starting small, I can hear the evolution to evolve. I'm a nation in its prime. Masterpiece, the greatest kind. Super Street Fighter 4. It's about damn time. Give me the fight. Let me show you how to knock out a light. I'm the second one of the impacts, the third of the strikes. I'm the resurrection you needed here to bring you to life. I'm the reason came to see.